how's it going?
Pretty good, brother. But you've been working on a lot of experiments lately and doing a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about soon coming up. Huh?
Yeah, just we're trying to help climate change one experiment at a time. Like doing things that help out. Always coming up. We bounce ideas off each other. So Frank's got some good ideas too. It's not just the doctor that's knows what's going on.
The doctoral candidates probably got more ideas than me. But there's a good philosophy of when you get 2 or 3 people together like a think tank. When you bounce ideas off each other, then things start to roll. One thing I was doing, I took my Adobe blocks I was making, and I built a little stair-step wall in front of one of my entranceways to the backyard. So I was using up the dirt and everything. Instead of doing that out of cinder blocks, doing it out of real homemade Adobe blocks, So
using the earth instead.
Is fishing sustainable right now? According to statistics, we are overfishing the oceans. Therefore, we'll need to use inland fisheries.
Is there a problem with our fishes in the oceans and the lakes and the seas right now?
I think there is. There's a question of sustainability. Is to practice sustainability now, because we're going to need more like meat sources as the population grows. But the way that we're fishing right now is we're overfishing the oceans. So they say I think up to 90% is becoming unsustainable.
We will need inland fisheries to become more healthy and environmentally friendly in order to have fishing be sustainable. This means that government agencies may have to play a more active role in supervising the fisheries.
Well, when you go to the grocery stores, where do you think most of the fish that they sell at the grocery stores, do you think it's wild caught or is it from a fishery?
Wow. I guess it depends. Sometimes they tell you.
They tell you.
You look on there, sometimes they tell you if it's from a fishery or if it's wild caught. I think it depends on the fish.
It's unfortunate. I'm reading articles about how if you're going to eat fish, eat wild caught fish because it's really unhealthy to eat fish from fisheries. Now, I guess that depends on the fishery, but a lot of unhealthy practices there, and so that's unfortunate because we really need fisheries to help sustain that food source. That is, I think, something that maybe the FDA or whoever's going to look into the fisheries instead of getting rid of them. Maybe they say these, you have to make them, a certain percentage of them have to be recycled and have some sort of smart, what'd you call it, the aquaculture system.
Yeah, aquaculture. Well, the FDA does get involved a little bit, but they're only involved with the type of food that you feed the fish. And also they try to make sure that that's healthy, and then also the fish processing plants.
Yeah.
But the problems emanate from the fisheries, but they don't get involved with the fisheries, the cultivation systems for some reason.
Okay.
In that fishery. If they did that would be good. And I don't know whose jurisdiction it is, but that should be FDA, because that's where all the problems emanate is from the fisheries, not from the processing places.
Because fishing and raising chickens are unsustainable, some organizations want to eliminate them as a food source and switch to something else.
What's one of the things that we could do? Because we don't want to get rid of the fisheries.
Yeah, but some people do.
Some people do. Who are those people?
Well, I think some different organizations do. I think there's been a recent meeting, say for the World Economic Forum.
World Economic Forum, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they think it's sustainable to do fisheries anymore. So I think they're considering that we shouldn't have fish as a food
because
source.
it's inefficient. They're saying it's not sustainable.
It's unsustainable, and for the most part, it is being unsustainable. But it doesn't mean that you stop it altogether, don't you think?
No. I mean, I think that's kind of strange because what are they saying that we should use instead of fish for us as a food source?
Well, the famous saying is, "You will eat the bugs."
Eat bugs. Let them eat bugs.
Let them eat bugs.
Right.
You will eat the bugs.
So that's kind of interesting. I mean, there's been a big bug push. So they're saying, let's get rid of the fisheries. Let's eat bugs. They're also saying about chickens and stuff too, right? That they're not sustainable. Okay. That baffles me a little bit. Both of those things. What do you think would be a good solution instead? Could we make the fisheries better?
I would think so. Why not use those insects? Instead of feeding them to humans, feed them to the fish and the chickens. so it's healthy for them. You know, actually, we can't really digest some of the stuff in the insects, like the chitin. It's not like protein; it's similar to protein, but we can't digest it. And a large percentage of insects have like exoskeletons that contain that chitin. So why not feed those insects into like fish or chickens, and they can process that and give us healthier protein sources.
Right. Yeah, because they can
It
process
doesn't make
it
sense
and
to like
eat
eat stuff that's not healthy for us anyway.
Right.
Our choices are clear. We need to keep our existing animal food sources and stay away from policies that want to eliminate them in favor of eating bugs.
So, what is our message? Don't get rid of the fish. Don't get rid of the pigs. Don't get rid of the chickens. Because they are sustainable if we do it right, right?
Yeah, they are sustainable. I mean, and I don't like the idea of having to have 2/3 of our protein come from bugs.
Yeah.
Especially when you can't hardly digest it anyways. Like you're gonna have to eat, you have to get a lot of bugs.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make a lot of sense. I think it's just a lazy way of solving the problem. It's not the right way to do it.
No. And you got to have your salmon and tilapia, right? You know,
Yeah, you gotta have you gotta have healthy stuff. You know.
That's right.
How are we gonna get those essential oils? Like bugs aren't gonna give it to us.
Well, yeah, you're talking about the oils,
Yeah,
like
the
in some
oils
of
from the
the.
fish and all the other things that fish have. You're not gonna get that from bugs.
No, that's true. Talk about that soon. All right. Very good.
All right.
Okay, well, next time. We wish you good luck in your climate change responsibilities and helping the earth to heal. So, and having good food sources.
All right. Until then, see you.
See you later.